Good afternoon, boys and girls. My name is Mr. Bellamy, and I am a literacy lab tutor here at LaSalle Bacchus, and I tutor the children in the first grade, trying to help them learn how to read. And today I am going to tell you about a book that I read many, many years ago that Miss Jackson gave to me. And the book is called The Little Prince. And if you're looking at the title, it's not doesn't look like Little Prince. The real title of the book is Le Petit Prince. And Le Petit Prince is Little Prince in French. Yes, this is a book that was written in the French language way back in a time called 1943 by the author is Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, and he is a Frenchman. Um, France is a country in Europe, and not only do people in France speak French, but there are many people in Africa, West Africa mostly, that speak French. There are people in Canada. There are even people in parts of Asia, like Vietnam, where they speak the French language. When I was in high school, I studied French, um, and also in college as well. So this is a book that looks like it's a kid's book because it's very, very simple. It's a book about a little boy. He is actually from another planet, and he has been traveling the galaxy looking for friends. So he spends some time on Earth, and while he's on Earth, he runs into different people and different animals. And of course, he can talk to animals. It's a really, really excellent book. So it's also a book that has a lot of deep, deep meaning, which means although it's fun and there's lots of cool stories, it is a great, great book for kids, but it's also an even better book for grown-ups because grown-ups can get all sorts of ideas, the themes and things like that from this book. So the theme of this book and what it's about is that they want us to understand that to see with your heart is more important than seeing things with your eyes. So I'm going to read just a little bit about a little part of the book for you, and I'll translate a little bit of it here and there. But I want you to listen for two words, or just a few words. One is Le Petit Prince. So when we're talking about him, you're going to hear me say Le Petit Prince. And I also want you to understand the word fox. He is going to talk to a fox that he's going to meet. And the French word for a fox is le renard. Can you say that for me? Le renard. That's the fox, renard. So I want you to listen for that. And I'm going to start to read, and I'll translate here and there little bits and pieces of it just so that you know what's happening, okay? So, this is chapter 22 from the book The Little Prince, Le Petit Prince. C'est alors qu'y apparut le renard. Bonjour, dit le renard. Bonjour, répondit poliment le petit prince, qui se retourna, mais ne vit rien. Je suis là, dit la voix, sous le pommier. Qui es-tu, dit le petit prince. Tu es bien joli. Je suis un renard, dit le renard. Well, basically, that's just they were introducing themselves. He was saying, the fox, the little prince was saying, who are you? Said the little prince. You are very pretty. And the fox said, I'm a fox. Viens jouer avec moi, lui proposa le petit prince. Je suis tellement triste. Come and play with me, said the little prince. I'm very, very sad. And the renard said, the fox said, Je ne puis pas jouer avec toi, dit le renard. Je ne suis pas apprivoisé. Ah, pardon, fit le petit prince, mais après réflexion, il ajouta, qu'est-ce que signifie apprivoiser? So what's being said now is the fox says he can't play with the little prince because he's not tame. You know that there are animals that are wild, and then there are animals that are tame. And the fox is wild, so he says he can't play with the little prince because he's not tame. And the little prince doesn't know anything about that. He's like, what does it mean to be tame? So, tu n'es pas d'ici, dit le renard. Que cherches-tu? Je cherche les hommes, dit le petit prince. Qu'est-ce qui signifie le apprivoiser? So, of course, the fox is saying, you're not from this place. What are you here for? And the little prince is answering, I'm here to meet men. And the fox is saying, well, you can't meet them until they're tame. You can only meet tame people. Anyway, so it continues on. Les hommes, dit le renard, ils ont des fusils et ils chassent. C'est bien gênant. Ils élèvent aussi des poules. C'est leur seul intérêt. Tu cherches des poules? Non, dit le petit prince, je cherche des amis. Qu'est-ce qui signifie apprivoiser? So the fox is telling the prince about the world from a fox's point of view. He says that men, they have rifles and they hunt. It's very annoying. They raise chickens. That's their only interest. So the fox is wondering, are you looking for chickens? And the prince is saying, no, I'm looking for friends. What does it mean to be tame? The little prince is always asking, what does it mean to be tame? And the fox is going to say, c'est une chose trop oubliée, dit le renard. Ça signifie créer des liens. Créer des liens? Bien sûr, dit le renard. Tu n'es encore pour moi qu'un petit garçon tout semblable à 100,000 petits garçons. Okay, long story short here is he's saying that the whole point of being tame is to create links and bonds and a relationship, which is true. Right now, the little prince doesn't know anything about the fox, and the fox doesn't care anything about the prince. That's what it means to be wild. When you're wild, you don't care about things that are tame. You don't care about people. Wild animals don't need people. All they care about is hunting and eating. That's all they care about. But when you're tame, you do care about other people. You do care about animals, and that's very important. They say that you can't really care about another animal, care about animals, until you understand them and get to know them. So that's what this book is pretty much about. It's this little boy who's traveling the world trying to understand other people and other things. And when you think of it, boys and girls, that's what we come to school for. We're learning about things. We're trying to find out what makes the world a better place and where we fit in. So like I said, this book is a lot of fun for young people because it's a really cool story, but it's also very, very important for grown-ups because grown-ups can learn what it's all about as well. So I hope you enjoyed hearing the French language. It really is a beautiful language. They say, a lot of people say, oh, it's the language of love, and it sounds really, really cool when you speak French. And I hope that you enjoyed it. So again, my name is Mr. Bellamy. It's really been fun talking with you, and I hope I can come back one day and maybe read a poem or something like that in French, because it sounds really great. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.